With this stoppage at Cabernet, the third and final part of the story started. Coach S6 was burnt and 59 passengers were killed. No one knows what exactly happened at Cabernet and how the coach S6 caught fire. Mr. V.N. Sehgal, former director of the government's Central Forensic Science Laboratory and member Interpol, flew down to Godhra to help in unfolding the mystery. He examined the burnt coach S6, the crime scene, and the available evidences.
Scene of crime is near signal Falia at a distance of around 1 kilometer from Godhra railway station. Around this there is the bushes and there is a slope on one side of the railway track which ends in a drain, and it is fairly wide where crossing is quite difficult. People can reach the scene of crime in a number of ways. One is if they try to start from railway station and move along the track, which they can do very slowly because there is a bridge on the way, and the bridge, some portion of bridge is uncovered, so the movement of the crowd could be very slow. The other route which they can follow is that they may come up to the bridge through other route and climb the bridge which is in between the crime scene and the Godhra railway station and walk along the railway track. The third is behind the drain, which I said is along the slope. People can collect in a large number and stay behind the bushes and can watch or can do whatever they like. That's the third method of getting assembled.
This was Mr. Mohan Jagdish Yadav, whose evidence part of the evidence I have read before. Now let us see what he says. That there is a culvert between A cabin and CPWI office. I did not see any suspicious movement near and around the culvert before the arrival of the Sabarmati train at the Godhra station. I did not see any mob near A cabin before the arrival of the train. I did not see any suspicious movement throughout the route between A cabin and CPWI office before the arrival of the train.
गाड़ी जैसे ही रुकी तो मैंने ऐसे ही गेट खोल के बाईं तरफ देखा तो मुसलमानों का टोला एकदम से दौड़ता हुआ हमारी और ट्रेन की तरफ दौड़ता हुआ आ रहा था.
There is some very important evidence of the cabin man. I think he was the only person who was watching the entire development from his A cabin. What he has said is that Sabarmati Express started at 7:48 am. After some time, the train stopped by blowing the whistle. I could see from the cabin that the train had stopped. At that time, no crowd was seen between A cabin and the train. When the train started again, I looked at the clock in the cabin and the time was 7:55. When the train was moving with slow speed, that means he was watching, the train was coming from the station towards the A cabin. That's when he says that when the train was moving with slow speed, I had seen a crowd running towards and along with the train. When I got down from the cabin, at that time, some people from the crowd had come near the cabin. Few persons from the mob were throwing stones on the train. The mob did not arrive together, but 10 to 15 persons were coming and gathering. There were women and children in the mob.
Topography of the crime scene suggests one thing, that there cannot be a large gathering in a small time because of the narrow passages. But large number of people can certainly get collected behind the bushes, along the drain. A small number of people throwing stones right near the train, and a large number can certainly throw the bricks or stone from the place near the drain but behind the bushes.